There's one white SUV and a red car syncing up outside right when I start the live. Last night I did that live when there was a siren outside. And he drove by my apartment. I think it was an ambulance or something. And he just kept driving around after that. And then like 10 minutes after that, after I ended that video, he came back over by my apartment. Like he just kept driving around out there. I didn't hear him for a while. Like he drove off in the distance and I couldn't hear him. It just slowly faded out in the distance, but then it slowly faded back in, and he came back over by my apartment with his siren. So it was just ridiculous. Like he was driving around for like 20 minutes with a siren. Or maybe he turned it off in the distance and turned it back on again or something. I don't know. But it turned on right when I turned my light off to go to bed. And then it just drove by my apartment, and then it drove off in the distance, and then it came back like 10 minutes after I ended the live. And then they're doing the train horn this morning right after I wake up. I think it was right after I came out of the bathroom or something. Like it was quiet when I woke up. Or no, it was like right after I like opened my blinds or something. Like it was quiet for a while after I woke up for a few minutes, and then the train horn started up, and then they're also making these slamming noises outside, synced up. And the show was starting up again, and there's cars driving by, synced up as I speak. And this thing outside of my apartment, this air conditioner thing that I've talked about a million times, it's just always turning on and off a million times over and over. And then this guy from my apartment that's always sneaking up on me is walking out, and he's gonna sync up as he walks out. And there's cars driving by syncing up, I think. And the sun's coming up. Oh, there goes a red truck and a red car syncing up. And then a silver car drives out with the red truck going around the corner. And then a white car drives out, and then it's a lot of gang stalkers coming out. Oh, the red car syncs up with another red car. Bruh. And the gang stalker from my apartment can't even cross the street because there's too many gang stalkers on the street. He's getting in his white gang stalker car. Then right when he gets in, this truck outside goes psst. So they're starting up the show again. I just wanted to say that. Just another day. And here comes this undercover cop looking car. He's got like one of those things on the side of the mirror, whatever you call it. What are those things? Like a, I don't know. This guy gets out of the passenger seat, drops him off, and then I think it's a gang stalker. Gotta be. What's he gonna do? I think he was syncing up with these truck sounds. But anyway, I just wanted to say how ridiculous it was that siren kept going off after I ended the video last night at 2 a.m. They're just driving around in circles with a siren, apparently. It's crazy. There's too many gang stalkers out there to keep up right now. I don't even know who's gang stalking and who's not right now. Like a minute ago, there was only a couple of cars out there, but now it's like they're just all coming out, and most of them are gang stalking. And they'll always do that. The hydraulics on the truck. Psst. They always do that synchronized. And last night, like, you know, I drank those coconut water things right when I opened the can. I hear tss, or like right when I took a drink or something. I heard tss. Like they just sit there and wait. Like there's literally people just sitting around waiting, wasting their lives, wasting 30 seconds or 60 seconds of their lives to just sit there in a truck and then wait for the moment that I do something. Or like sit in a car in the parking lot and then wait to drive off when I walk up to the window. You know, and then they probably sit there and wait, and then if I don't walk up to the window after a certain amount of time, then they leave, and then they send other gang stalkers that are around the area. And they'll send one to make a sound since I'm not looking out there. But like I'll walk up to my window, sometimes there'll be a car sitting in the parking lot, turned on, and then it just starts driving right that moment. And then it syncs up with a bunch of other cars as it drives out of the parking lot. It's so intricate, it's just crazy. There's a red truck driving through the parking lot for no reason other than to sync with a blue car. Just drives through the parking lot and out the other side. And then he syncs with a silver car when he goes around the corner after he synced up with the blue car. And then this gray car comes around the corner with that car and parks in the parking lot. And then right as it parks, something's gonna happen, right? Right as it parks, a silver truck drives out, and a black truck and a school bus syncs up with the black truck around the corner, and then the guy gets out of the car and the school bus goes around the corner, the parking lot. And then he's gonna close the door on the car when another car drives out or something. Insane. How many cars do you got? It's like the entire town. Well, Right as he walks away from the cars, I hear this truck outside making noises. It's gonna come drive by me, I think. I think it's a garbage truck. Yep, it's a garbage truck. You know those garbage trucks. He's making noises right when he closed the car door, or right when he walked away from the car, and then it's making noises right as he like crossed the street, and then it's gonna drive right by my apartment and make a bunch of loud noises right next to me. Watch. Like right when he dumps the dumpster and goes like right there, that just synced up with these cars on the street. That banging noise is like a red car and a black car and then another black car. And it was right when they went around the corner. And then he's gonna make more banging noises, synced up, as always. They just love to make their garbage truck dumpster slamming noises. There we go. Right as he starts driving forward, there's a white SUV driving out on the street. And then he's gonna dump this dumpster over here. And right as he does, there's gonna be a sound. There's gonna be a car driving out or something. There we go. I think that synced up with a car going around the corner. And that banging noise was when a car went around the corner. And that looked like a sync. It's just gonna sync up with like 10 cars or something. Well, he just dropped the dumpster right as his car went around the corner. And then there's a silver and a black car syncing up. And then when the black car went around the corner, I think the passenger guy in the garbage truck walked back up to the garbage truck, and then right as he gets in, it takes off, this other car drives out on the street. And then it's meeting a white car at the street, or it's turning in the parking lot, right as the white car drives by on the street. And then he's gonna dump another dumpster over there or something. Yep. And right as he starts backing up, this tan car drives out, and then it syncs up with a red car. And then a bird flies over my apartment right as it drives around the other corner, and it also syncs up with a black car, and then it syncs up with a white SUV around the other corner, black car. And I think a lot of these birds are flying by syncing up right now, but definitely that one that flew right over my window was syncing up. And then these two other cars are syncing up with the garbage truck backing up again. And it's backing up to the dumpster now. And then he's opening the dumpster as these white gang soccer cars driving out. And then he closes, the driver gets out and he closes the door as a white SUV drives out. And they're just syncing up with a ton of cars with this garbage truck. Oh my God. A lot of them. so many of them. And then they're dumping the dumpster, and then they're gonna drop the dumpster really loud right as a car drives out. Are they gonna dump the dumpster as a car drives out? Here we go. They're gonna do it. There's a blue and a red car. Is that it? Right when the red truck goes around the corner? Yep, right when the red truck goes around the corner, it syncs with another red truck, and they start dropping the dumpster right at that moment. And also a school bus drove out. And they set the dumpster on the ground right as the school bus goes around the corner. And then there's a white SUV going around the corner. And I think they closed the dumpster lid right as the white SUV ran around the corner. Some type of banging noise over there. And then he's getting back in the garbage truck. And he closes the door right as the car drives out. Another car. Just more and more cars. Like, they're all new cars, you know? Like, it's just more and more cars coming by. How many is that now? Like 20 cars that synced up with the garbage truck? Yeah. So that's every morning. They drive the garbage truck by and they sync up a bunch of cars with it. Or if I'm not looking out there, they're syncing up the slamming noises with what I'm doing in my apartment. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day, there's garbage trucks syncing up out there and all types of sinker things. Every single day. And then something else is gonna happen soon. They're gonna set off a siren or something. Something else is gonna go off out there. I just heard this truck out there go beep, beep, beep. I don't know if it's the garbage truck or what. But it seemed to be syncing up with me. And there's like 5 red cars driving out right now out there. And there's a white SUV before that. And there's another white car, another red car. Every single day. And then I think my neighbor is making noises right now on the other side of this wall right here. I think. I don't know. my other neighbor, he's always like coughing synchronized, and just like I'll just hear like this. I'll just hear that through the wall synchronized. I don't know if he's like making food or something, but I'll hear that through the wall synchronized. I'll hear him coughing or just talking synchronized, like talking on the phone. All the time. But like every day pretty much, but like once a day or a couple times a day. Like it's not like all day, but I'll hear that all the time. Or someone out in the hallway will cough synchronized or will walk by synchronized. So that's always happening. My refrigerator, I always mention my refrigerator, it's always going off synchronized. Like I said, my toilet yesterday. Did I say that on this video or the last one? I don't know. But my toilet yesterday kept turning on a bunch of times synchronized. Like it's filling up with water, but then it stops, but then it starts up again. And it did it over and over and over yesterday. Like right when I move, my toilet is going. And then I move. A couple minutes later, I move or I do something, and it goes. And then this morning, it was doing the gurgly thing in the toilet bowl. It'll just have bubbles coming up through the toilet bowl. And then I think my shower sometimes, it'll just drip water randomly, and I think that does it, that synchronized. Like they just have the whole plumbing and electrical grid on the synchronizer machine. And then this machine outside of my apartment keeps doing it, like I said. And then my water heater will do it too. My refrigerator just turned on right now, right as I'm walking up to this doorway. This sound, and sometimes it's louder. This refrigerator sound though, that just turned on right there. I don't know if you could hear it click on right there, but it did. Ah, oh, there's the sun. Hey, Mr. Sun, it's just you and me out here. We're the only real ones left. I love you, son. Thank you for giving us life. Anyways. I don't know what else. It's just crazy how it's every day, you know? Like, there's just people out there waiting for me to wake up every day so that they can make sound effects. Like there was a guy out there this morning, he was just sitting in a train waiting for me to wake up so that he could honk the train horn. What? What's up? Are you a bot or a real person? Real. Cool. How's it going? Are you a TI? And then yesterday, they flew a bunch of planes over my apartment, I think. At least a couple of them. And then they were flying planes over me when I went outside, too, a few times. And the helicopter flew over me one time. I don't know. Just saying. And did you hear that thing outside my apartment just turn off right when I did that? Like I'll just be pushing on my glasses or something, and then I'll hear a car horn or whatever. You're in India? Nice. How's it over there in India? I'm in America. I was watching Adjustment Bureau yesterday. That movie's pretty crazy. It's kind of it's kind of a movie for TIs. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to spoil it really if you haven't seen it. That's a pretty good movie. In India, it's really cold and hot, maybe medium. Okay. Yeah, it's autumn here too. Okay, and then it's clear sky out today, no chemtrails. Get the ILCAT weather report. Today, sunny, slight chance of chemtrail. Later on the day, it's probably gonna be more chemtrails. But as of right now, there are no chemtrails. Over here, we got slight chance of chemtrails. The chemtrails are gonna move through to the west, to the east. Do you gotta be a meteorologist to do that job? Because you're just literally standing in front of a green screen pointing at the screen. I feel like anyone could do that job, but you gotta get like a college degree to do that. There's a red and a blue car driving out simultaneous, and then this motorcycle that just started up, I think, was syncing up with me. What's he gonna do? Was it a truck? Whatever it is. It was just a red and white car syncing up. It's just so many of them. They're like fucking roaches out here. There's swarms of them. It's like a bunch of ants. Well, that air conditioner thing, this guy walked up to his car, and that air conditioner thing outside my window turned off right when he walked up to his car. Oh, there's too many people out there to keep up, and who's a gang stalker and who's not. It's kind of crazy how they do that to your mind. Like, I'm looking at all these cars right now, and I can't tell which one's not a gang stalker. But some of them might just be regular cars driving by. But I can't tell. I know some of them are syncing up with each other. And then occasionally it's really obvious. It'll be like 5 red cars driving out at once. There's all these guys loading stuff in this white truck. And I think that's that truck engine that started, that loud truck. So it's probably gonna take off synchronized. And I always see these white trucks over here synchronizing, so I bet $1 million that he is. And he started his engine synchronized. They're getting in the white truck now. Here we go. It's gonna back up any second now. There we go, it's backing up. And then he's gonna do something. And it's gonna be really stupid, whatever it is. And it's gonna be really stupid and repetitive for the rest of my life. It's just kind of boring after a while, it's just repetitive. But it's also kind of mind-boggling and horrifying in a way. But it's just kind of like, after a while, it's just kind of like, okay, guys. He's driving out on the street, and then when he goes around the corner, a red car drives out, and also the clown machine outside my window turns on right there. And then the red car goes around the corner, and nothing there. I don't know about the red car, but he did drive out perfectly synced with the white truck. So he's probably a red gang stalker. But most definitely the clown machine outside my apartment was syncing up with the white truck. It is weird. Weird, dude. Just relentlessly weird. They just out weird themselves. It's like the weirdo Olympics. Like, who can be the biggest weirdo? There's a white truck driving out. And then he syncs up with another white truck when he goes around the corner. And then this guy walks away from the white van right when the white truck goes around the corner. And it just keeps going and going and going and going.